So maybe lift your hands and shoot change. Oh yes, change. Don't you be afraid of eat. Don't you run from eat. Don't you curse eat because behind a very shane. Behind a very storm goat is still working. They like comfort. They like the family are. The plakkers they can't predict everything. They're nothing so as us. But here may you can grow in the comfort zone. You can't step into destiny staying where you are. The shield of his Lord cried out for deliverance. But Van Gogh started shocking Egypt. They said, read you must out headed to the east and taught just like us. They crew for breakthrough, but when the breaking begins, raises the protest. But he come to tell you tonight, don't be afraid of change, but cows of change, he's proof, taught goat, he's moving in your leafer. Oh, late may break, he doven. When I caterpillar gers into our cocoon, he looks like the ant. He looks like our boreal. But goat zeis, but no. Tats not our boreal, tats our betting, because of that, venting traveling is about to come out fluing. So my body shoot ready him about to flew. Use a very time goat van to elevate you. Hey, alofs change. Change in your job. Change in your relations heaps. Change in your mindset. And so may miss. Hey, alofs change in your kirkle because not everybody can go very good stacking you. Don't clear over the left you got is pruning you. Open over doors tot close it, he's repositioning you. The Bible is in Romans 28. All things were targeted for the goat of Tim tot lover goat. To Tim war calate according to his purpose. Tot me ons, even the change tot shock you. Even the change tot scared you. Even the change you didn't understand, it's working to Twitter for your goat. Touch zome body and tell Tim, beats working you say. When you and Joseph was trove into the pit, he'd understand the change. When he was sold into slavery, he didn't understand the change. When he was falsely accused and put in prison, he didn't understand the change. But when he stood in the palacer and saved his family, he kulubat declared vad you may and for evil, got me and eat for goat. Oh glory, so my body right no feast in our pit. I shall in you told but you haven't knof your own you'll way to our palacer. Be was part of the plan. The prison was part of the preparation. Don't despise the change prof tot goat is setting you for destiny. Late may tell you so meeting. If he didn't change, you'd still be stuck. If didn't change, you'd still be boont. If he didn't change, you'd still be traveling vein goat calate you to flee. So instead, I'm afraid buying offer. If you have voice on tank goat for the change, because list I'm a goat vo Nate the rate zea is the zama goat vo is opening up new patvice for you. The zama goat vo shang it zal in topal. Is the zama goat vis able to turn you leaf around. You may not recognize using after this zea zone, because the goat is revered in your story. Oh yes, you latter shall be grey out of ton your former. God is pushing you into our new dimension. Change is uncomfortable, but it's necessary. Change is painful, but it's powerful. Change is scary, but it's sacred because every shift is saw there it be the hands of God. So I dare you tonight embark of the change. Don't fight, don't fear, don't flee from me. Say, Lord, I trust you. Lord, I surrender. Lord, I believe you are working out things together for my goat. So often when change comes knocking at our door, our first reaction is fear. We tremble. We worry. We begin to wonder, plot. Where is this happening? We know we may a boot shield of goat. I come to tell you tonight change is not our treat to your liefer. Change is a signal. It is the divine uncommon commentat God himself has stepped into your situation and is moving things around. It is heaven's way of sein, but I'm not done with you yet. I think about eating you of liefer. Have you ever had a moment where you thought something ended? But a lot of you reality said it was the very thing that hard to shift to get you where you are now. Maybe you lost a job you thought that you could leave a it. Only to find yourself walking into our new opportunity that was tailor-made for the gifts. At first, it felt like reaction, but it was really God's redirection. Change not the mentit was the evident taught God was working. We often miss their comfort for safety. Wetting stein werde wäre is the best way to survive. But it ramen you for baby stayed in the vamp forever. What was once a pluck of safety would all turn into a pluck of death. I shalling you to lova. Ad som poebi musko tree bemok the pine of transition, the pussing, the pursuer, the skweetsen. And yet, none of tadis are triat to the shill. It is the signal tot leaf is about to expand, tot destiny is out to begin. Tot on you chapter is buying in the zam of written, where the pursuer you fail is not to destroy you, It is deliver you into zomet in grad adder. Look out nader itself. Wenn wir kommen, it seems like a veriting is dat. Trace stand bar the flowers farderns brovn. And people valkar und thinking, bezies the end. But the truth is winter is note, are trapped into the tray. Winter is asignal tot goat is preparing the zoil voorspring. Underneath the grund, rots are stretching deeper. Branches are preparing the boot and before you know feet. The zametrat lok het leafels is bursting, fought with blossoms. Changes neva triatis asignal, tot goat is shifting the zones. Li may bring it closes. Some of you right no far afraid because of friendships have a shangit. People you thought would always be with you are no longer in your life. You thought it was betrayal. Is actually got removing distractions. You thought it was abandonment, but it was actually alignment because not everybody carry the weight your destiny. Some people are only assigned to your past, not your futura. And when they valk have it's not all treats assigned, God is elevated in you. Consider Joseph in the Bible. Hevo the coat of man he kolos, favorite his fatter. But on a day, he's brought a strip a tot coat off him and tref him into a tot moment loket like the ultimata triat. It loket like destruction. But the pit vas note a triat vas asignal. Go vas moving Joseph into position. Buying zongzotos os laveri vas note a triat heat vas asignal. Buying accusated Potiphar house vas no a triatit vas asignal. Buying lockhead and prisomon vas not our triatit vas asignal. A very single his vas leading him closer to the palakavera God would fulfill his promise. And my batats you tode. My better be the bain crino of what you lost, over what shifty, over what you don't understand. Boot hair may, what you call a loss. Heaven calls a lounge, what you call a tray at heaven calls a signal. Because go to Isat work in your life. When you start looking at change true tot lens, you'd vol a perspective shiva shifts. Instead of sein, but we may you begin to say, but Lord thank you for moving. Instead of mourning over dot close it, you begin to reoika overdose you haven't even seen yet. Instead of panicking out the storm, you start prizing God in the storm. Because you rally to the shacking Isa asignal tot he's able to show his glory. Think about an airplane. Before he took us off, Terry's turbulenka on the runway. You feel the shacking, the rumbling, the resistance, and for a moment it felt unsafe. But the turbulent east no atriatis asignal tot you're able to lift off. The shacking is not a signal of destruction, it's the signal you have in the grund and heading toward new altitude. That's what change feels like. The shacking you zenzis got pushing you into another level. Below that, don't let fear trick you. Don't let the enemy vis police into you there ain't change comes. The enemy will always tell you to change meon's danger. But the spirit of Lord says change meon's destiny. The enemy will say, you're losing a veritin. But God says, the imposition in you for the veriting I promiset. The enemy will say, this is the end. But God says, this is just the beginning. Is all the value valk of here with our new minset. A very time zomating shifts in your life. Instead of breaking doven and fair, lift your hand declare, this is not our triad. This is our signal. My God is moving on my behalf, and the next time you fail the faith the brune shacking bed to your fate, don't panic. The shacking is prof tad had heavens construction crew is omzita, raring the blueprint of your life. Shacking is evidenka tad your old chapter is closing. Your new owner is would be written, changes no they name it changes your annum comment. Yes, it may be uncomfortable. Yes, it may confusing. Yes, it may even hurt. But it's no atreat. Is the mighty hand of God pulling you, pushing you, positioning you forward. The proposer he has prepared. And when you come a true kid, you'll look back and say, pay feet how been for the change. He would not bear it today. He had not been for the shift. He never would have a step it into destiny. Is today stop fairing, embrake, celebrate. Because the changes the undeniable signal to the God of heaven is still working in you life. Owner of the Mustangers Plock is up his own con leave east note in the valley of Strugler, note in the Stodom of Trials. Boot in the pre-zone of comfort, because of comfort will cradle you into a slip of vila destiny is calling your nama. Comfort size, stay right header, don't talk of the risk, don't step out, don't stretch. A boot destiny vispers, a teres more in you. Tes on a level, tes on a dimension inviting for you, and here is the truth comfort sonus kill graph. Destiny only leave us in change. Tink abedit, a very grey achivemen in your lief komma because you very vinter step out of zomating familiar. I schilt lading to valk haast to lay over the comfort of krabbelen. At first, krabbelen feels safe. The grund is close. There is no dang out of falling. But krabbelen can take you a very you're a man to go. If tot schilt never laid go of the grund. They wilt never discover the yaw of running. The very few steps are a shaky, akvat, and fillet with stummeless. But toze steps are between comfort and destiny. Many of us are stuck spiritually because they are addicted to comfort. They like vader in his family in het people familia zurundings. But destiny never shows up in familiar territory. Go tell Aprarem, over your country, your people, and your fattest who's they alt, and go the land he will show you. He did even tell Abraham where he was going, he just told him to move. The view, because destiny reveres change, or great veers discomfort, you cannot discover the promise of Stein, the safety of the knoven. Look out, you'd often leave. My be you're an object doesn't shelling a you anymore. You know the zama ting a very day. It's practically it's steady, but it's also killing you the passion. You stop it dramming, stop it stretching, stop it learning. That's what comfort does. It keep you existing, but not leaving. Or maybe you've stayed in a relationship that got has aller radicale you to let go of. Farmier, it's safe. It's predictable, but it's stunting in your spiritual graft. Destiny cannot be better, there is no change. The gum gives us a perfect picture. Muscles don't no growth when you lift light weights that you're comfortable with. Graft only comes when you push beyond confidence you feel the born. When the strength marks you want to quit. Tartens transformation happens. Spiritually eats the zama. Go dussen grofs in ease. Hey grofs us in pursuer. Hey grofs us wenn we stehen hier wat we kan controls him with what we cannot. Think about Peter in the New Testament. The disciples were in Abad during at is calm. Hama valkin on the water. Peter's off him and Zeit belot. If it's you, tell me to come. Yes, simply Zeit come. Oh no, Peter cooled have a stayed in the comfort of the boat. After all, the board was safe upon the Vavas, but the board was not very destiny levet. Peter's destiny was here on the water, in the pluck of change, and when he stepped out, he did what no utter disciple ever he valkadon water. The board was comfort, but the miracle was in the change. In Utalifa, ter Arab bots in Juvabayan sitting in, bots of fair, bots of routine. Bots of this is hofiva alvise donna eat. But as long as you stay in the boat, you'll never taste the miracle God has for you. Comfort zone is kill graft, but destiny is always widen you see to the boat. Let's talk another everyday example. Think about more than new city, calm. It's uncomfortable. You don't know the streets, the people, the core, lava. You miss familiarity if you don't like barhout. But with it a very step, you begin to grow learning new things, making new people. Each setting new opportunities you never will have had if you stay at where you were. It's the zama in your spiritual unite. Change stretches you into destiny. Even Jesus himself didn't stay in the comfort of heaven. Philippians 2 says, hey, made him of no reputation, taking the form of a servant, and come him in the likeness of man. He left the court of glory to step into the discomfort of humanity because of destiny levet in the change. Truck that change. Salvation made possible for you and me. If Jesus had clung to comfort, the cross would never have happened. Redemption will never have been fulfilled. So when God pushes you out of your comfort zone, don't resist it. Don't cause it. Don't run from it. Realiteit, it is his way of pulling you into destiny. Zo met hem is heel nest gate on, comfortabele zo de eagle wil spread its wings and flew. Zo met hem is heel late the man a stop van Israel will step into the promised land. Zo met hem is heel late doors closes, you'll stop landing on people and start trusting him. Every time God steers your comfort, he steering your graft. Below wait here me, you cannot leave your volle for cling to what feels safe. Safe is not your calling, destiny is your calling, purpose is your calling. And destiny leave is very comfort reigns. Comfort zones will keep you small, but change will stretch you into the of God's plan for your life. So the next time you fail uncomfortable, the next time you feel stretched, the next time you feel like God is shacking your vault, don't panic. That's not punishment. That's preparation. That's not reaction, that's redirection. That's not destruction. That's development. It may not fail go, but it is working for your go. Say with me right now, the comfort zone is Kilgroft. But destiny leaves in change and vain you believe it hard. You'll stop clinging to wat was and start reigen for wat is to komen. Because your destiny is to be to feed in the vals of comfort. Your calling is too great to remain in the safety of the familiar. It's time to step out forward and step into a change because it is where your destiny leaves. Ter zoons en lieve weer ding aren't you aims to collapse where the things you love wait, the drams you cardy, and the plans you buidelt appear to fall into the groen and disappear. To the natural eye, it looks like arboreal. It looks like the end of zomating prekios, zomating you thought would last forever. Bootchill of goat, ye come a Raymond you taught in the kingdom of God, endings are not always endings. Vox like arboreal is often the very progressive bit in zomating greata. Think about azeit. When you pluck her azeit into the soil, it looks like you've a burit eat. You cover it with dirt you can't say it anymore. And to zomeona vatching, it looks like the zait has been lost forever. But in reality, the soil is no our coffin eats our vom. Boreal is not final, it is the beginning of a new leaf. Tatzama zait, hidden in the dark, is cracking open, breaking apat, and realizing the potential it kite in zide. Wat lucky like the end was rally the start of graft. Many of us mise but at the dark pluckers in new levers. Wij think tat wen friendships and vain opportunities closer. Werden ze als ons shift, it's the end of us. Wij kremen we buri oederzelvis in fair. But go is saying. But don't mistake a boreal for bidding. When you lose a tad job, my begode is burying you. You has bring you into entrepreneurship. When ta relations, my begode burying you in your hay is bidden your heiling, your volen as your future. Your plans fall apart. My begode is burying your destiny has been a greater purpose you never imagined. Look at the creation of Jesus. When he was nailed to that cross, when his body was laid in the tomb. To the disciplicate locket like Lionel Barbariel, the hope was gone, the drams shatterate, their messiah dead. They wept they heat. They fell up on 8, betrayed dice later, they realized was neva burial, it was our bidding. Out of Tom Kammer, the resurrection, the victory over sin, the beginning of the church, the salvation of humanity. What looked like that they had rally leaf a beginning, the stone of us and zelling, he sent it was Roywine back to revel his glory. Let's bring it into our area they leave us. Imagine avon going true labor, to zomeonavo doesn't understand, the scramming. The pine, the pussing, the terrace, it all looks like zuffering. But Anjona, Voknov, Shov, Shilben understands it's not zuffering for zuffering Sazaka. It's no pine lad into dad. It's pine lad into Lifa. What looks like Agoni is actually the bidden of a miracle. The pine has porposa. The contractions are necessary. The pussing is proof tad zomating new is abu to be born. In the Zama Vey. The strugglers Eurofakin may fail like that, but they are a rarely contracts in the spirit, pushing you into your next zone. Some right now fail like you're a buried in bills, buried in problems, in heartbreak, buried in disappointment. You look around and say, but this must be the end of me. A booty dara you to shift your perspective. The dead around you is not burying you, it's covering you until you sprout. Tot weight on top of you is not to crush you, it's to cultivate you. God is using the soil of your struggle to vada the zed of your destiny. Joseph experienced this firsthand. When his brother trave him in the pit, it look it like arboreal. When he was zult as a slava, it look it like arboreal. When he was accused and imprisoned, it look it like arboreal. But if there is a calate boreal, that's actually building him into his calling. The pit built his resilience. The prison bid it, he slid us hip. And the palabak doors opened. Joseph cool look back and say, but what you meant for they will goat meant for a goat. I think also I would you often liever. Have you ever lost something on it in me to discover a lot of time was making room for something better? Maybe you thought our fallet business was the end. Booty eat big creativity tot launched you into something more as zucker's fool. Maybe our head break felt like that. But it built the strength and wisdom you know carry into our healthy relationship. Maybe loss of own opportunity was painful, but it bidded the kraga for you to start reading, speaking, building, or advice you never involved will have a died before. Say, the name events you to believe a very loss is arboreal. Havens you moon forever over what's gonna. But goat vispers, or don't crew us to kids over. Ihm doing zometing new. Is a drowned fish non sins eyes, a behalt, evil do on you ting, no feet shall spring fort. Shall ye no knof eat, to spring fort that's bit lang orga. Bava, that's go deklak letting, looks deat, Israeli pronounced with destiny. Is er stabarlo gitzing vad goat is in egitzing. Stop plan von der Haus for drams tat our abut to resurrect. Stop! Shouting the dag zazon like eats your grava, when in fact it's your greenhouse. God is not Venus hate with you. He's not boring you, he's bidding you. The next time you find yourself under pressure, Raymond yourself zet destiny in the soil eat trams, anti-tom transforming. The next time door slam shoot, Raymond yourself, Tom's roll of it, he told you'll reza again. The next time you fade, like a verding is ending, Raymond yourself, labor lads to leafo. Anti-tom carrying zometing tot must be born. Yes, it may look like Aubrey all right nof. It may look like the end of your story. Booty promises you it's abetting. Zometing is shifting, zoning is steering. Zometing is able to break fort. And when it does, you'll rally to tot the dead tot coverate you was man to kill you. It was man to cultivate in you for the new leaf of goat was preparing to bid in you. One of the hardest lessons for us to learn in leaf is tot no a very own of our stats with us is man to finish with us. Bij of no home to people relationships and environ cows they feel fans elkaar comfortable, boot shield of gore safe. Let me tell you zometing when God begins to prune, he's not punishing you, he's protecting you. They begins to could have a payoff land plakas. It's not because he doesn't love you, it's because he loves you too much to let you carry die that way into your destiny. Think about a garden with a rose bush. A goat gardener knows tot if you leave a very branch on the bush, it will look full, but it won't bloom to its potential. The bush will vest energy fading branches tot don't produce fruit. So the gardener talks the shares and begins to no use the dead branches, but so metimus even healthy honest. To some who doesn't understand, the pruning looks cruel. It looks unnecessary, but the gardener knows tot pruning is the zeker to abundance. The cutting back is wat dat in zures greade graf. In the zame werf, God so metimus has to cut every purple and pluckers tot draining your energy, distracting your focus, ordered in your proposal because he wants you to bloom in fullness. Zomer you are grieving over purple of valkedave. But what you don't say is tot their praising can you in your next sales onvolt have a posonate your graf. You're vaping over the door tot close, but you don't rally to tot if God hands shoot eat. You would verzet late for last on his promise. They often pray, but Lord, protect me from my enemies. And some of us go protect us from wood from fin. Not because the tire evil, but because the time in the story has expired. Not everybody has the capacity to handle a very God is stacking you. Talk Abraham and lost an example. God promise Abraham a land, a blessing of Tura. But as long as Lot was with him, there was confusion and strife. Each in the vest until Abraham ze paratet from Lot tot God side. Belift up your eyes, look at the nod, zoot est and vest. For all the land you say will give to you. A not of what's Abraham kultol and zeven ze, he's provo missile, the pruning happenate. Ter Arizona things God won't heaven reveal and time people are nong are in you kitklina. Late me give you are viali for example. Imagine you person trying to break free from alt habits. They want to walk on you path full of Christ, pursue a better futuro. But the friend Tarrant tame K pulling tame back into the zama sickles parties, gossip, addictions, negativity. Even Madame Lone might feel lonely ventos of friends heaps farther. Dat but top pruning is not reaction its protection. Goal is cutting out a what could destroy their purpose. They can adding tame with purple will push them to our destiny. Even nu of leavers, think about jobs. Maybe you've been late go from our workplace tot felt zekur. Out first you create, you duplicate. You thought, Lord, when you late this happened, you boot ladder, you realitet plaka vast for catting you, leave me your creativity, draining your yaw. God had to prune you front and we are meant to plant you in our plaka vera you cool triva. But felt like lost was reality in protection, so made must go even prunus us from on comfort zones. Hell taka us out of our city, or our community tot feel safe, not because it was bad, but because it's total for vera haystacking us. Hey knofstaat if we steigt. Witzel for the goge in uke instead of stepping into the greater. Tats wie Jesus seit in John 15, be very branch tot baras fruit. Hey prunus, tatit me bar more fruit. And no take eats the frugal branch tot gates coot. You're not buying prune because you filate. You're buying prunate because you're the fool and go advance to multiply that's in you. They often fight God's pruning. They cling to relationships tot hesalariety coot. They schaze after people over valket have. True to open doors tot God has slam it shoot. And tain they wonder we fail drainate, stuck or broken. Boot hair main God remove some of on freely leave. Stop running after tame. If they were part of your futura, they would have a left. If top block of us may ant to hold you eat would have a spit you out. The pruning may hurt, but eats for your goat. Think about Judas. Jesus loved him, but Judas was never man to stay. Judas depowerizate the Stagger for the cross, and the cross zate the Stagger for resurrection. If Judas had no valket have, destiny would not have unfolded. So metimus the people vol leve you are unknoveni pushing you into a purpose. So instead of asking, but we do they leve, bedien to thank God, but Lord, thank you for protecting me from what he could say. Thank you for pruning me into destiny. Here is the truth pruning doesn't always fail goat. It stinks, it coots, it laves us failing bara. But pruning is never punishment, it's preparation. It's God's Zion. Please is omitting in you, tot needs more room to grow. Is a for it in you times to flourish. Is it destiny in you tot needs to expand. And for it to happen, zoma tinks, zoma people, zoma plucks must be could have. So don't despise of the pruning. Don't resent the people of a valkid have. Don't cry over the doors tot close. Lift your hands, declare pagot, e trutus your pruning, e knof your note cutting may daven your cultivating may for more. Because of when the pruning is over, you will bloom brighter. Sheena strong, valk full and holy for gold. What has prepared for you? Terra ara timus and leaf of animacus zenza. You pray, you be fast, and yet the storm still comes. You ask for helmets, but the sickness lingers. You ask for packer, boot, conflict shows up at your door. You ask for open doors, but it fails, like more doors are a slamming shoot. And in those moments, the Amy whispers, but they God has forgotten you, they. This is the end for you. They nothing is working. A boot chill of God, he calm at the raiment you of a promise a tat can obey broken. On 28 eyes, and twee knof tat all things work together for God to tame tat love of God. To tame wo are the Kelly according to his purpose. And no zoma things, no moss things, boot out things. Tot means the goal and the bat, the yoffle and the pineful, the victories and the losses, the moontime tops and the valleys. The Zunsinan storms, every peak a very chapter, a very tear, a very triumph, God east vaving, eat out together for your goal. Liefe me hand, you puts the peakus, tot don't feet, boot when the master puts tame together, victor will be bountiful. Tink about backing our kaka. If you taste the flubber itself, it's bitter. If you zeep the raw effect, it's unpleasant. If you talk a spoonful of baking soda, it's awful. Even the oil brew itself is not desirable. But when you put tem together, when you stew tem, when you late tem go truck the fear of the oven, they transform into zomitting sweet. Tats wat God does with your liefer. Buurt hemsvis zoma experiences veel bitter. Zoma zes ons veel unbearable. But when he steers temel together, when he plakkes you in the fear of ray fiending, the result will be goat. No jutskulven be glorious. Wij often ze liever in fragments. Wij zien de hartbraak betwithoed zeng de heiling evil produken. Wij zien de zetbak realizing the strength iets beting in us. Wij zien de pijn with recognizing the purpose but in heat. But God says the volle picture. He says the beginning at the end, and ik knoofs hof he to us even the broken peakers to create a beauty. Takke Joseph for example. If he was betrayed, he's brought us. Trouble to our Piet, zalt into Slavie, fazi accuse. And lock it in prison, none of those moments lock it go. Gewoon zeemate like Antebol loss, another rare zone to quit. When Joseph the power in Egypt and Zavid his family from Famina. Hey loke at his brothers and declare it. Of all you man for a veal, goat man for goat. In other words, Alavit the betrayal, the Piet, the prison was working together for his goal. So metimus we think only blessings are from God. But Bible remens is that even battle is hard part of his plan. David vult have never become a king if ter had been no Goliath. Best of all, have never discovered her krag if ter had been no treat to her help. Al vult have never half the New Testament if he had endurate prisons and shipwrecks. A very trial was woven into triumph. Think about you have liever. Have you ever gone a truth so mating painful only to look back, ladaka, and reality prepared you for where you are enough. Maybe you lodged was you dread lot of fund out open to the daughter archive taught feed your gifts even better. My relations he been today, and you thought you had vult never hell. But later you reality tadak protected you from so meonavo cool have a destroyed your perker. At the time, it felt like tragedy. But in hindsight, you could say God's fingerprints all over it, working it together for your good. Hey, is the trot. No memes God all storms no to destroy you, but to develop you. Hey, alofs deel no to punish you, but position you. Hey, alofs losses no bedrag to build you. Romans acton 20 he's goes gore and he taught no matter what leaf trofs at you. Hey, kan flip it, you see, and turn it into zo mating goat. But no tika the physi's eyes, but him taught love a goat. To tempo are the calais according to his proposer. This promises and random meets to relationship. When you love him, when you're walking in his purpose, he and is taught even the enemy's weapons turn into testimonies. Even the devil's shames become a stepping shot tonus. That's wie er feed on in siebzehn eyes, or no weapon form made against you shall prosper. It doesn't say the weapon won't form. It says it won't prosper. Wo. Because of taco, the weapon tabas man to wound you, and turn it into his dom tad strengthens you. Think of it like our master werding a tapestry. Up closer on the back zida, I'll use a artanglate treats, knot shouse. It looks messy, confusing, and meaningless. But when the way of a flips it over, you say the bountiful design. That's what God is doing your liefer. You may only zanglate trats right enough, but when he flips it, you say hope a very trat hard our plucker, a very known hard proposer, a very colored hard our roller. So don't panic when liefer dust marker zenza. Don't give up when the peakers don't feed. Don't curse the zaz on your end. Trust the promiser. It's a working together. Even the taught you must ease buying woven into you'd hailing. Even the ting taught for like reaction is rally direction. Even the dailies are zated for destiny. Lift your hat, shield of goat, and declare it's working for me. You may not say it yet, but it's working. You may not understand it yet, but it's working. You may not feel, but it's working. Because of the goal, wo promise in Rans 28 is not amentat he schuldlich. He will talk eri vallei, eri terri, very loss, a very scar. And when it's alzandona, it will testify to his glory. A veriting yes, a verity is working together for your goat.